Hello, hello, dear gentle readers. We are here to talk about the newest season of Bridgerton, season 4. And we have our thoughts. We have a lot of stuff that happened this season. We have, of course, our most eligible bachelor of the season, Benedict Bridgerton, and his lovely lady of season 4, Sophie. So let me go ahead and take this off so we can fully discuss here. Now, ladies, I'm not here alone. I am here, of course, with E-Boogie below. How's it going? Hi.
It's going well. Really excited to talk about the show so far. Have a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, we are joined this evening by Miss Danny Say-So. How are you doing?
Good evening, Lady Superior, Lady Boogie. I am glad to be here to discuss season 4 as well. I cannot wait to get into it. Yes.
All right. So without further ado, what did you guys think of the season? So, of course, we have season 3, which was very disappointing, in my opinion. And from following that, I wasn't very eager about this season. But because I'm such a big Bridgerton fan, I said, okay, let me just go ahead and give it a shot. How do you guys feel this season compared to other seasons as well as season 3?
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Better than the last season. But anywhere close to the first 2 seasons or Queen Charlotte, not even close.
Ooh.
Not even close. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And we're gonna get into, once we get into the details, I think it'll make more sense.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
I feel that way. Yeah. What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say this first half is definitely better than the first half of last season. But I felt like there were higher stakes in last season. This season, I feel like it's just everything's not as urgent yet. But yeah, we'll see. So far, yeah, definitely it's better.
Okay, well, I too agree that it's better than the third season. The stakes in the third season weren't really staking for me. It's like it was. I guess when we think about the Queen looking for the identity of Lady Whistledown, that was something, but it didn't pay off really well. And Penn was so out of character, in my opinion, last season. This season seems to be leaning more into her character more as far as what I feel like she has been over the first 2 seasons. But yeah, I enjoyed the season so far. This, we don't know what's going to happen in part 2. But so far, I feel like what they've done in this first half has surpassed the third season. And it may be up there with the first 2. It ain't beating Queen Charlotte right
now. No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good. We got a couple comments here. We got the Lawrence Report. Shout out to the Lawrence Report. He was on the panel along with me yesterday with the Slice of Horror. So subscribe to his channel. He said, dang, I thought Queen Charlotte was dope. I haven't seen the new season yet. Queen Charlotte was fantastic. And the new season
was great.
So you can hop on that. What's up, Chris? Hey, thanks for being here.
Queen Charlotte definitely set a high bar.
Yes, it did. But according to, I thought this was interesting, guys. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the score does not reflect everyone's thoughts on the season. So here, this is the Rotten Tomato scores for all of the seasons, and apparently season 1 is the highest scored, then season 3, then season 4, then season 2. I don't know how that's the case, but this is coming directly from Rotten Tomatoes, their Instagram account, and this is how they've been scored according to the public.
Season 2 was just,
I gotta tell you, I trust Rotten Tomatoes as much as Craigslist. I do not take Rotten Tomatoes seriously at all. I've seen some fantastic movies that got rated low and just straight garbage that got 100%. Rotten Tomatoes cannot be trusted at all.
I might be inclined to agree here. E, what were you say? What were you say?
I said that's fair about Rotten Tomatoes because that's certainly valid. There's plenty of movies I've seen and TV shows I've seen that I felt should have been rated way higher whilst recycled formats and cliche type storylines get voted higher on there. I will say I feel like that lineup is interesting because season 2 I felt like was just pure mess. You know, what? So no, not bad, but messiness.
Oh, okay, drama, scandal.
It was a lot of scandal, and I think part of the whole draw for this series is the level of scandal that, you know, falling in love with someone can create, especially if it's not arranged, right? And so this season, taking a different perspective on that same kind of format, I think it's nice, especially how they integrated the fairy tale into the mix.
Okay, yes.
If we're getting into that yet. Yeah, yes. The Cinderella fairy tale. I like the direction they're going with it, and I think that it's something that we haven't exactly done before, and it's retelling based on that same string, that through line of forbidden love, forbidden fruit situation.
Yeah, I did see somewhere that season 1 was particularly about arranged marriage. Then season 2 was enemies to lovers. Season 3 was friends to lovers. And this season, of course, is, you know, rags to riches, Cinderella. So we haven't seen that yet in Bridgerton. So I do like that they kind of change it up each season to kind of keep things fresh, right? But to me, I'm going to say, if nobody else going to say, it's giving racism here. It's giving racism.
I mean, that's in everything, though. I mean, I'm always looking at stuff through the fine mesh of white supremacy.
Right? Yeah, because not the score getting worse based on how brown the girl is or how ethnic.
Yeah, you ain't right.
Come on,
you ain't like.
I do think that's kind of crazy because the chemistry between her and Anthony was there.
Yeah,
was there. The lines of the declaration in the library is like a meme, an ongoing meme. It was there. They hit everything, and also they were able to keep our attention on them. They were the main couple. Whereas season, was it 3 with Penelope?
Yeah.
Not holding me. I'm more interested in everybody else, what everybody else got going on. This season as well with Benedict. I'm like, oh yeah, they're cute. What's going on with Violet?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Violet and Marcus. Sorry, I can't. And before we actually skip over Penelope, I hate that they revealed her as Whistledown so quickly. I wish they would have held on to that till the end, till whenever they're ready to like wrap this up. I know it would have been super, super complicated to have her keep up that while she was married to Colin, but that would have been so good. That it was just that suspense that was always in the background that helped carry the show, and they just got rid of it. And then now the queen is like summoning her every 5 minutes and building like this tension, this moment, like, oh my god, is it? And then it just kind of fizzles out, and it's like, oh well, okay. And also, if I saw her at a party, like, you can't tell me you don't recognize that that's Penelope.
Why would you tell any tea at a party if you see Penelope right there? No.
There she is right there. With her ear to the wall. Let me go over here. So it's just like blown. They blown that. And so the whole Whistledown thing doesn't even do it for me anymore.
At all.
That's what I was thinking when this season, I was thinking, how are they going to have her still collecting tea in the ton if everybody knows who she is? I was thinking maybe she's going to start employing some spies or something with all that money she's making at Whistledown. But they didn't even do that this season. They just got her still at the ball, taking notes. Like, who's going to say anything around her?
And people coming to her and telling her what to write, and that's so boring. Like, we're looking forward to the juicy gossip that nobody's supposed to know, not what you want us to write.
Yeah. And then I also feel like this is a common theme with Bridgerton, because I also feel that they revealed Penelope as Lady Whistledown to the audience too quickly, because she was revealed in season 1 that she was Lady Whistledown. I was like, I was enjoying the mystery of trying to find out who was actually Lady Whistledown.
Yeah.
And then by season 3, everyone, not only do we know, everybody knows. So I was like,
everybody knows.
I can't stand it.
I'm like, that's done now. Let it be.
That was definitely a key draw, is to while you're following the different love affairs and people falling in love and not realizing it until the romantic monologue that kind of takes your breath away. We also have, Gossip Girl of the Ton kind of going around telling everybody's tea.
Right.
And it really it was another draw into the series, while now it's like, what is the queen going to do? Use her for propaganda?
Yes.
Like, what is this?
And at least, Gossip Girl had it right. They didn't reveal who Gossip Girl was till well into the series. Like, they're telling us season 1, like, it's just ruins the mystery.
I didn't finish it, so I don't know who Gossip Girl is.
Don't even finish it. It ain't even worth it. Don't do it.
Well, spoiler alert. It's Penn. What's his name?
Dan.
What's his name from You?
He's Dan.
You're lying.
It's Dan. And when it could have been fun for it to be Dan, they drew it out way past that, and then it made you think, oh, it's someone else. And it was several other people, but then it was Dan the whole time also.
Yep. He's been crazy his whole life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never guessed.
But at least they had the mystery there. But Bridgerton gave it all away. But speaking
they
of
did.
The declarations of love that I think E brought out, mentioned just a few moments ago, we have this season's declaration. And how does it compare in you guys' opinion? This is what was said in the final, or the season, episode 4. It says, I stay away because you consume me. My eyes search for you in every room I enter. My heart beats when you are near. The reality of you has become more tantalizing than the fantasy ever could be. And one cannot live without it. One cannot live without. Thoughts? Thumbs down?
First of all, let me put on my mask before I talk shit. It was poorly delivered.
Ooh.
I did not feel the words. And as soon as he started going on about it, I was like, Anthony did it better. But then the kicker, will you be my mistress?
that gave me a headache.
Talk about it.
Immediate headache. I was just like, what? How? And
Right,
then also,
right.
It's like he's at the tavern or whatever, and it's like, oh, this is his first time discovering that, like, the concept of a mistress.
Yeah.
But now he wants to employ that in his own life. It's like,
I knew he was going to ask her that. And I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Just end it right there with everything that you just said now. Leave it there. Will you be my mistress?
To play devil's advocate, though, he just saw how, the other guy in the gentleman's, club was bringing his mistress around. They're loving on each other, and at least publicly within that setting. And he probably felt like, okay, yeah, I feel this way about Sophie, right? I can't marry her because, she's a maid, but we can be in each other's lives romantically. I felt like it was well intended. And plus, like you mentioned, Anthony, his big bro Anthony had a mistress, so he thinking it's all right. Like, man, bro.
Hearsay, because we never seen this mistress, and it wasn't in the show, so it didn't happen. No Anthony Slade.
I never liked Anthony. Let that be known. I never liked Anthony.
I know you don't. I love him. So no Anthony slander here.
I don't know. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he thought in his mind, right? It was a good idea in his mind. Though we know that it's crap, especially when we find out about her past or what Lady Pinwood says is her past of her mother being a maid and a mistress to the lord of the house, in which resulted in Sophie's birth. She probably more than ever has a bad taste in her mouth about being a mistress, right? Because she was left with nothing after all of that. But for real, if we really think about it, a maid in those times being a mistress to a lord,
they would have jumped on it.
That's a come up for them. I mean, like, if we being for real.
If we're being fair, if we're being objective, then yes.
Yes.
But the viewers,
yeah.
Pass, Benedict. You were already baseline, and now you're below baseline.
If you're working in your mom's house, if you're working in his mom's house, you can't be his mistress. That's just not fun. You gonna be working at his house and be his mistress, but you work at his mom's house and be his mistress. That's not gonna work.
Look, for real, if we're honest though, he ain't got no questions.
Already strike one. The fact that you got me working for you now, you like me, and you got me working in your house as your servant.
Mm-hmm. That's what Mrs. Crabtree was saying the whole time. Like, look, the power dynamic here don't add up. So whatever you say, she's going to have to go along with it because you are the lord of the house, right? But yeah, I feel bad for Benedict because he came from a good place, right? But yeah.
I have to agree with Danny say so that this was not cute, and he knows what that means in the broader sense, and he knows what that means like for her, because I'll say he knows her enough that she's a very brilliant girl. She's more than what the like little bit that she shows. She's like a deep well, and he's like, hey, but this is where I can fit you. This box is where I can fit you into my life. Also, he is very boxed in by all the propriety, even though he tries to like live outside of it. Somehow mentally, he's still conditioned to operate according to the rules of society, which is very confusing for me as this character is just like, suddenly so rigid about how he has to move. It's weird.
This is what I was thinking about this season. I'm like, not they about to romanticize this DL man and like this
and also he can definitely leave her at any time, granted, but he is still not married. So you don't even know the situation when we find the wife for you, right? Because Mama Violet's not letting up. So when it's time for you to get married, if your wife is like, or the father of the bride is like, you got to get her up out of here. It would be one thing if he was already married. And it's like, well, baby, this is what it's going to be. And we're married already. You can't do shit about it. But he's not even married yet. So they can hit him with stipulations and like, we're not joining our families until you get rid of her.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
So he's jumping the gun.
Very already jumping the gun and setting her up for failure. But, and at the time, he thought this is a solution for his longing and love for Sophie.
And lust.
Right? And lust.
Thank you. For the lust.
Speaking of lust or lack thereof, we have Francesca and John, and Francesca cannot reach her pinnacle.
Can we say that is the word of the day? Pinnacles. Pinnacle. That's such an interesting way to describe that.
Describe it. The act of tea to reach your pinnacle.
I really liked that term.
You could say that you didn't like her. Why not?
Huh? Wait, who didn't like who? No, she does not. First of all, this is not a straight woman. This is not a straight woman. We see who she really liked, and it's Michaela.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How did you forget?
Why did I think it was Eloise who was hitting it off with her?
I thought whole time from season 1, I thought Eloise was going to be the lesbian. Even when season 3, when she was kicking it off with what's her name, the blonde who nobody likes, I thought they were trying to have something set up with her, but they had it with Francesca and Michaela, who is Michael in the book, by the way. They changed her. It's like a sex swap for the show. And the thing is, I don't mind a sex swap, but the fact that they got my girl looking so butch and masculine compared to
it's just that little capelet thing. That thing is giving her them broad shoulders. I don't know.
Maybe it's the play on the maybe it's the play on the plot, right? Because one has to be the feminine, one has to be the masculine.
And she is a substitute in the show for Michael, because she was Michael in the book. But she's Michaela in the show. But they could have put her in something better than this, because
they could have. Yeah, they could have. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the fashion. And where are they from?
England. Oh no, Scotland. Scotland.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're Scottish.
Maybe that's the fashion in Scotland.
It has to be, but the color is not good and the shape is unflattering.
The cut is atrocious, and it just makes me so mad, because we have this beautiful Black woman, and she's coming up, and they got her looking like this, and I don't like it.
I don't know.
They need to lose the shoulders and do like a deep plum something.
Something other than that. But while we're also on the topic of less, we have Violet and Lord Marcus Anderson this season.
Yes. And that is T is T in the whole show. They're giving Bridgerton season 1, season 2, Queen Charlotte. They're giving Bridgerton. They brought it back. Thank you, Violet. Thank you, Marcus.
How about Violet's lingerie? I love
that. How about the line though? I know. How about the line though? I am the tea. I am the tea you will be having.
Oh yeah. And not only that, did y'all see when she was looking at the dresser and then she saw Mr. Bridgerton's picture? She put the picture down.
Whenever someone does that in a movie or television show, I just lose it. I cannot.
And I knew she was going to do that to it. You don't want him watching, baby. You don't want me seeing what I'm about to do with Marcus.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed, but this isn't for you.
This is so funny, because she was desperate for some tea, right? She was plotting.
Yes, she was. Got them kids out the house.
Some of that good English black tea. Thank you.
Out the house.
No
yes.
Sugar.
And he has a sleeper's build, because I did not expect all of that to be underneath those.
You didn't? I know. No. I can tell from how he walked. He walked confidently, like he know what he's doing. I know he put her through the
Now wondering if there's going to be like some implications between her and Lady Danbury when she finds out.
It better not be, because Lady Danbury slept with her daddy. At least we forget.
Yeah, girl. This is my little payback. My little lick bag.
She gonna have to forgive. Forget.
But she actually cares about him. She actually cares about him. So I think
Lord Marcus
cares about Lord Marcus. She really likes him.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think Lady Danbury, she's going to understand.
And I think she will. Yeah. But Lady Danbury does have her own goings on this season. She is wanting and longing to return to her homeland, right? She says she hasn't been there since she was a child. She approaches Queen Charlotte about it, and she pretty much just looked at her like, no, you're not.
No.
And I felt so bad, and like I love that this season we're getting more of them and their friendship, and giving them more to do besides looking for the diamond of the season, because all the character development we got from them in Queen Charlotte, I'm just glad that we're getting to see more of them. But the way that the power dynamic is so off, and how it plays into the episode where Lady Danbury said, "Oh, am I just your subject?" And the Queen said, "Yes."
But she did apologize, and I know that was a big, big move for her. And I gotta say, that's the only time that I got emotional throughout all 4 episodes.
Mhm.
And she just broke down and was like, "I'm sorry, like, what's gonna happen when my husband dies and I'm the only one here?" And I'm like, that just really put it in perspective. Like, she is stuck there. She can't go travel.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can't do any of those things. She just has to sit there with her bonbons and
Uh-huh.
her puppies and her ladies in waiting that are too afraid to talk to her.
That's true. That's so sad. But that's the life she chose. She said, I will be your Venus. I will tell you where you are. Do you love me?
Aw. Yeah, she did choose that.
And
I love her. She's probably my favorite character in the whole show, hands down.
Yeah.
So good. Her series really gave that character the depth that I needed to continue to fawn over her, because the first 2 seasons we had just watching her demonstrate such poise and glamour everywhere she went.
Mhm.
And we did see that she was a funny woman also. But, with the power dynamics of this show, you really start to root for somebody less authoritative as a character. This lady, like, you have to do what she wants. So it's like, but her series really captured the humanity of her. And I love to see these glimpses through this season. It's nice.
My thing is, now that we know that she does have this fear of being alone and that she's wondering what will become of her once, George is gone and what she's going to do with herself. It's a little bit of echo. She why doesn't she get her own tea time? Like, shouldn't she find somebody to give her some tea, like a la Violet and Lord Marcus Anderson? Like, would that be too off-putting for people who saw her in Queen Charlotte and are so attached to her and George? I love Queen Charlotte and I love George, but George is gone, right? George is not the same Farmer George. So why can't she have a little tea? I'm hoping she gets some tea next season once Lady Danbury is out the picture.
That would be an interesting pickup. I would like to see that, but I can't imagine anybody that they could bring into the show that wasn't already somebody just kind of in the background that we didn't think about. Because they would need some kind of build up, don't you think? Or they could just bring somebody in and like, oh, okay, and then kind of work that through the season.
Yeah, I feel like they can maybe introduce it maybe next season, and then by the what's this 6th season, we can have her getting a little bit of tea because she can't be alone forever, man. I feel bad for her. She's in there with the bonbons. She needs some tea. She needs some companionship. And now that Lady Danbury's going to be, traveling, I don't know if Alice Mundrick is going to completely fill that void of Lady Danbury, even though that seems to be the direction that they're headed. Because Danbury's trying to introduce her as her next lady in waiting. But yeah, the Mondridges are there. They didn't give them so much to do this season. Again, it's like, oh yeah, she's going to be or potentially be the next lady in waiting. But I don't know if that justifies them being so present. But what do you guys think of these 2 characters here?
I'm bored. I'm bored. I need more. When they had a little drama going on, I was like, okay, what's going on? But now that it's wrapped and they're all good, I'm like,
yeah,
be lady in waiting. That's nice.
I agree. I'm bored with them. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah. They do feel like accessory characters. We're just kind of waiting to see where we can insert them into the plot. But I got to tell you, this lady in waiting thing sounds like a prison sentence.
Yes.
It does.
I would not want to do it.
I agree.
I'm okay where I am.
Why would she? Because she's, already a lady of means. They have their title. She has her children. Why would she want to have to clock in every day with the queen and kiss her butt all day? I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it.
It is a position of power because you have the queen's ear.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like this was cute for Lady Danbury because that's her best friend, and also she ain't want to be married. She was happy to be free from her marriage. and kind of be the Michelle to Charlotte's Rihanna. But now she's like, I need a trip home. I need some R&R. I need to be off, so I don't have to be witty all the goddamn time. Here, come hang out with this girl. And that's great. And I will say that even though the plot, like the storyline with that is kind of like, man, I really enjoyed the monologue of Lady Danbury convincing Lady Mondrich that this is a worthy endeavor, because it gives more of that some of that girl power. Like, girl, grab these reins, because this train is going, and you don't want it to have no conductor. So, girl, get in line and do this. I'm telling you, it will pay off. Like, that's cute. I love a little empowerment.
That's true. That is kind of cute. But speaking of a little empowerment, a little, we have Lady Featherington and the housemaid. Because
I don't know where that's about to go.
What?
We
know
for we saw Lady Penwood now.
She's working for Lady Penwood because how you
next door to the Bridgertons.
But just to from the beginning, if I'm asking you for a raise and you're telling me, oh, finances aren't, where they need to be, but I want you to feel appreciated, and you pull out Penelope's old dress, they're not even Penelope, like she hated that damn dress, or like, and then after that come in with more dresses that you purchased because you made room in the back of the closet by giving me your own little Desi dress. Of course she's not going to want to stay. And her working for the Penwoods now is, we'll see where that goes. But I thought it was hilarious because I do love me some Lady Featherington. Like, I think she is so funny. I love her as a character. But
I knew she was going to try to cheap out.
Yeah, I knew she was going to try and cheap out.
Like, girl, you ain't learned your lesson. You got some money.
She's a magnet.
Use it wisely. Keep your people loyal and taken care of. Otherwise, your business is going to be out in the streets.
I felt so bad.
She's a magnet for trouble.
She is, but
that's
I love
one thing.
I love her so much. I'm glad she's in this season. I'm glad they wrote her in. We didn't see people that we haven't seen so far this season have been the blonde girl from last season, the one who claimed to be Lady Whistledown. She's gone. We haven't seen Anthony and Kate, but it looks as if from the clips from part 2, they'll be returning. Of course, we haven't seen Simon because he ain't coming back. And the Duchess, apparently she also ended and won't be returning to Bridgerton, at least thus far. So there are a couple people that we haven't seen and won't be seeing, but I'm glad we still got Lady Featherington to come and stir things up because she is so funny to me. But we do.
I do want to say one thing for honorable mention before we skip past it for Benedict. How he spent that whole half of that episode staring at women's mouths because he just swore to God that he was going to recognize my girl. And he been staring at her goddamn face all of episode 3. He done kissed her. He done held her hand. He done stared into her eyes.
Yep.
How do you not know that's her?
Because he's stupid.
I thought the kiss was going to do it. That's what they tried to make it like it was the glass slipper was the kiss. And they kissed. And then it still wasn't nothing.
I think it's because he's so classist because of his position that he can't fathom that a maid could even come to a ball dressed as a lady. I think that has to be it. That has to be it. And it also made me wonder about Violet, because previously in all of the other seasons, she's always looking for a love match for her children, right? And it makes me wonder how she's going to react to a love match between her son and someone of a lesser class, and potentially with her daughter and someone of the same sex when we get to that season. Do you feel like she's still going to be gung-ho for the love match regardless of all of these factors, or do you think she'll be a little more period accurate and not as accepting?
Not the same sex. Eloise would get hung. No,
I think that depends on how digmatized she is throughout the next season. I think he's gonna have her feeling very relaxed and open-minded.
Okay.
Just saying. It's just a theory. It's just a theory.
I think she'll be okay with Benedict and Sophie, because she's already showing like she has like a kind of bias towards Sophie a little bit. She's like, oh, I just want to protect her. She seems like she's running for something, but I don't know if she'll be so forgiving with the same sex thing. Because honestly, in the first episode, I honestly thought she was about to walk in with Benedict and another man when she showed up to his house unannounced. I was gonna say, oh Lord, there's about to be a man in that bed.
Also, let's not forget, I think Lady Penwood was lying about the will.
Oh,
so we don't know what she has going on, really. You know what I mean? So they can still flip the story and say that she's of means and she's a higher, station than what she is. So
they have to go that direction. They have to go that direction.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't see them like letting it slide.
Lady Featherington's maid, I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name. But that's why she works at the Penwood's house now, because she's going to find the will and bring it to the wherever, and the queen will see, or someone will see, and it'll be a whole thing, and
Oh, she gonna tell Penn, aka Lady Whistledown, because that's
absolutely perfect. Yep, the end.
Hey, thanks for being here. But you're right. I agree that there's something going on with the will, because the dad, he said he'll always take care of her. And the fact that she just mentioned, oh, you're not in the will. Oh, can I see it? Yeah, let's pull it up so I can read it. Because I don't trust you, ma'am. What the heck? But yeah, hopefully she does get something, because she definitely don't got nothing out here being a maid her whole life. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do kind of hope, though, that Violet is more open to her children marrying outside of her class, because I am an advocate for Eloise and Theo. I don't know if you guys remember Theo, but he was in like season 2, and he was like the paper boy, kind of low key.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her and him were so cute, and we never heard anything else about them in season 3. I'm hoping that they bring him back for next season, if it turns out to be Eloise's season, even though it seems like they're kind of still gearing up to make it Francesca's season.
Leave her on the shelf.
Leave Eloise on the shelf? No.
Leave her on the shelf.
She's not being left on the shelf. She has her own book where she marries some guy. What's his name? I forget.
I bet she was after that young one, the little sister.
It's not. She actually... now I'm messing up with the order because I haven't read the books. I just know the tea because I follow Bridgerton and I get all of the tea about the books too. But it happened a little early. I feel like her season was maybe before Benedict's season. I could be wrong. But she gets married to Lord Crane, I think his name is, who ended up marrying the girl that Colin was in love with.
Yeah.
The cousin. So, spoiler alert. I don't know if you guys want to know what happens in the book, and spoiler alert, in case you don't. Ladies, let me know if you want to know, because if not, I won't say anything.
Oh, yeah, you can say, oh, damn it. I was going to say, you can tell me, but.
No, this is about specifically Eloise's book. But
she don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
She don't want to know.
Tell her after the show.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, anyway, Eloise is going to find someone, and I'm hoping that they bring Theo back for that season. But who do you guys think is going to be the next season, Eloise or Francesca? Because I
thought they got rid of his character, like from the show completely.
Who, Theo?
Yeah.
They haven't mentioned him, but the chemistry was there, and I hope they bring him back, because I want a good, like, not a wide shoes, but a good, what's it called when you have two options? I can't think of the trope now, but kind of like Edward and Jacob. When that was a thing, Team Edward, Team Jacob. I want there to be a Team Theo, Team Lord Crane, or whatever his name is. That's what I'm hoping for. A good love triangle. That's what it's called. I want there to be a love triangle between Theo, Eloise, and the Lord. But we'll see what happens. But I feel as if
now we have, what do we have? We have Francesca, and we have the other baby Bridgerton, who's growing a little beard now. Not Francesca. What's the other one?
Oh, Hyacinth and what's his little baby name? I forget, but the little brother.
Yes, who has his little beard now, so he's a little older. So next season they might, age him up
Gross.
And then we kind of see what's going on with that. I don't know.
Thanks. I'm good on that. Honestly, for me, once I get to Eloise in her season, I'm good on the rest of these Bridgertons. I don't give a damn about Hyacinth.
Hyacinth and Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory. Yeah,
I'll be excited to see Gregory's whatever, but Hyacinth, because he's just a little goofball. But Hyacinth, we haven't gotten really none of her personality yet. We just got a peek this time, but we haven't gotten anything really like unique about her other than what she's supposed to be learning and how she's learning all that etiquette stuff.
Girl, F them kids. I don't care who they know.
I agree. They just really like just the sizzle level is just dropping with each season. And I feel like that's what pulled us into Bridgerton was the scandal and the fire and the it should have been me feeling. And I don't feel that anymore.
I don't feel that at all. Honestly.
I don't feel it.
Either. Even though I do like Benedict. I feel like he's the most charismatic, charming Bridgerton. He's far more charming than Anthony. Anthony is not charming. He's nice to Kate, but as far as charming and being able to win someone over, no, he's very off-putting. Colin is too thirsty to be liked, in my opinion, to be charming. So Benedict is the most charming. But
Colin is a try-hard for sure.
Yes,
well, he definitely was. I don't know what he's on now, other than humping in the carriage. But other than that, I don't know what he got going on.
They love him a good carriage hump too. They love him a good carriage hump. It's like
maybe it's better leverage in there. I don't know. I bet, but when they walked out, when they were heading into whatever that was, I guess they went to the party. Like, was that the party? I don't know. It was something.
Yeah, they were going to.
They hopped out. I was like, I know it's stinking there. The way they was rubbing all on each other, God. And you know they take that same carriage everywhere. You don't just be hopping carriages.
Something about Colin gives like little D energy. I don't know what it is. It does. It does. Little D energy.
I will neither agree nor disagree.
It's true. You know it is.
Nor disagree.
Hey, thanks for being here. But yeah, so
I don't think about Colin like that at all. So I really couldn't even tell you about the energy that he gives.
He's a try-hard.
All I know is Benedict does not give energy. He's I go fly a kite with him.
Okay.
Run around in the garden, have a nice breakfast but it's Anthony. Anthony.
It's none of them Bridgertons. I don't know if it's none of them for real, being honest. But Benedict is charming. I'll give him that. I could see how someone could fall for his advances because he is charming. He's fun to be around. He's courteous. We see that he put himself on the line by, punching that guy in the face, that other guy in the face where we're trying to, essay the characters. And he made her feel protected and safe when he brought her to the cottage and was treating her like a lady. Like, I can see why she's falling in love for this DL man, but it's not something that I can like put in for myself, because some part of Bridgerton's lore is a Bridgerton's appeal is kind of like that self, fantasy fulfillment, like, they're gonna fall in love and but to each his own. I'm glad she found somebody, and it is what it is.
He's done quite the 180 from seasons past. I will say that. It is giving a lot more, I'll say, looking for a wife energy this season, as opposed to literally the last episode of last season.
Anything moving.
Yeah, he's a Tasmanian devil with his wang out. And
I'm going to shut down everything that y'all talking about right now with Benedict, because the fact of the matter is, whilst he was asking my girl to be his mistress, he was still very much looking for the love of his life that he met at the masquerade ball. So y'all can say he's as charming as you want, but while he was searching the ton for the love of my life with the lips that I've been kissing on for 3 episodes and don't recognize as her.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to have this mistress while I'm desperately searching for the love of my life. Benedict, goodbye.
That's fair.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Benedict.
But hold on, you didn't have that same energy for Anthony when he was literally dating her sister whole season. Like, what's the difference? I think
Yeah, that was grime.
Yeah, and if anything, I feel like Benedict is less guilty because at the end of the day, it's still Sophie. He's looking for this other woman who's still this woman. Anthony was dating the sister, about to marry the sister, and then changed his mind. Said, "Oh, I think I actually rather have the older sister."
Yeah, that was a lot. That was quite the mess.
Disgusting.
That's
Honestly, that's unforgivable in my opinion. You're not gonna try and date my sister to marry me.
First of all, that was circumstance. He didn't even like the girl because, like you said, it was a enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers, right?
Enemies
and it was
to
arranged.
Blood to blood.
Pursuing her, right? He was put in that situation and he happened to fall for the sister. It happens. And it was very one-sided. He did not have feelings for the sister.
But he was still about to go
True or false?
And lay her down on their wedding night and then come back to Kate like, hey, you ain't in India yet, boo. No.
Yeah, that was pretty scandalous. Yikes.
You know what? Well, they're all scandalous then. They're all scandalous. And that's why we watch it. But I will always be an Anthony stan. I can't change my mind.
But that was season 4, guys. At least season 4, part 1. Let us know your thoughts below. Looks like we have one more comment here. Hey, thanks for being here. But that was season 1. Please join us when we return for part 2. I'm sorry, season 4, part 1. This was this episode. Please join us for season 4, part 2 next month when it's released. I'm hoping that they follow through with a good ending because I feel like they definitely laid a good groundwork here in this first part. It feels like a return to form from like season 1 and 2. So we'll see what happens in season 4, part 2. But yeah, thanks for being here and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Goodbye. See ya.
Bye. Bye.